about to enter the courtroom of Judge Judith Scheindlin. The people are real. The cases are real. The rulings are final. This is Judge Judy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Judge Judy. This is a very, very, very special episode. This is a steampunk episode here. We're going to channel our inner steampunk here for some reason because we got a doozy of a battle tonight. We have Whatsamusic. Oh boy. We've heard so much about Whatsamusic, haven't we, guys? We've heard so much about Whatsamusic. Some people are obsessed with it. Some people hate it. It is the talk of the town right now. It is taking a storm on Twitch. Some people love it. Some people hate it, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, we have two people here that would like to argue. Is it a good game or is it a bad game? How this is going to work is we have two representatives down in the corner. I will ask them to introduce themselves, and they will be letting me know what they are hoping to achieve tonight on the Judge Show. Then they are going to present factual evidence for their case on why their opinion is the right opinion. They have the opportunity to ask each other questions. I have the opportunity to ask them a question. And last but not least, the jury, which is the Twitch chat, has an opportunity also to ask them some questions. So let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. On the right-hand side, WAM is a good game.
Tell me your name.
Tell me your name.
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm arguing that WAM is a good game and proving Mel wrong tonight.
Okay. Everyone likes to prove a little Mel wrong sometimes, don't they, Shane? Over on the right-hand side, we're representing Mrs. Bunny Penguin. I've never seen a bunny penguin before in my life, but...
Tell me your name.
Tell me your name.
I'm Mel, also known as Mel from Melbourne, and I am representing that WAM is a terrible game, and it's Easter, so I put ears on my penguin. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, maybe maybe we should have a Easter episode of Judge. This is our Easter episode of Judge. I could put on some bunny ears too here.
Beautiful.
Just to like get the vibe going here, guys. There we go.
Also, can I just say, WAM, liking WAM or not liking WAM is obviously an opinion, so I don't know how we're going to be able to give factual evidence, but that's just, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be a bit hard.
Well, let's kick things off. Alice, if you would like to tell us why WAM is a good game.
Well, just a first point is the fact that Mel herself has admitted that WAM isn't that bad. Now her own song is in the game, so how can she sit here and argue that it's a bad game?
All right. Is this true, Mel? Is your song in the game?
My song is in the game, and once that happened, I had a brief period of giving WAM another go, and I did do that. I gave it another go. I jumped in a few games. I didn't really play it properly. I just kind of added songs, and my hatred for WAM came back again. So,
okay, so your hatred for WAM was not a reflection on your song being in WAM at all.
No.
Okay. And how many songs do you have?
On Spotify, just one, but I'm getting more soon. I'm releasing an album.
I think we're done. We're done. The opening statements, Wiz. The opening statements are very.
I haven't done mine.
Boom, bang, boom. Oh, you haven't done yours?
I have not done mine. My goodness.
Go ahead. What's your opening statement?
Okay. Tonight, I want to expose Whatsamusic for being a boring, repetitive, and overplayed game. The game at its core can get old very fast without adding your own creative ideas. A lot of streamers are starting to get sick of it. MB himself, for example. And the themes are always the same boring crap every time.
Okay.
Through all of these arguments, I will show the jury why this game is not all that.
Mel, is your intentions to make sure WAM never gets played on this stream ever again?
No, I just need to voice my hatred, because people always ask me why I hate Wham, and now I'm going to show you why.
All right, here we go, guys. We always ask Mel why she hates Wham, so she's gonna let us finally know. Okay, let's get started. Alice, tell us why Wham is good.
She made the point that all the themes are repetitive, but it's been proven on Shane's stream that it isn't, because he has the Wheel of Wham, which new stuff is constantly being added to. So it's different themes every single stream. And if people hated it that much, they wouldn't keep wanting streamers to play it and keep joining the games. So it can't be hated that much as Mel's making it out to be.
Oh! Hang on a second. We're interrupted. We have a little bit of interference going on right now. We're under attack. We don't usually get under attack in the middle of a show, but the aliens are attacking us right now. Get our tinfoil hats, or in this case, our tinfoil bunny ears, ladies and gentlemen. Because Wang Bang 69, I wish I'm making that up. Wang Bang 69 is here to storm the courtroom. He's got a very important thing to say. Wang Bang, can you tell us why Wham is a good game? You're here to represent Wham as a good game, right? We're arguing right now. Whatsamusic? Is it a good game or is it a bad game? Where do you stand on this, Wang Bang? Wham is a bad? Fucking guilty. You're guilty? You're guilty? Do you like it or not, Creepin'? What is Wham? It's Whatsamusic. It is Whatsamusic. Well, or it's maybe it's Wham Bam Thank You Ma'am. I don't know. Okay. Let's move back to Mel. Mel, what do you have to say? We got a little bit of interruption there, but
All right. I'm not the best with memorizing things, but I'll try and remember exactly what she said. The first point was that on Shane's stream, he has a Wheel of Wham, and different rounds are played every time. Well, if you want to get really into it, he had multiple rounds of songs beginning with the letter whatever, like P or N or whatever. Multiple rounds of this was spun in, and pretty much his entire chat got really upset and really annoyed that he wasn't respinning it. He told me the reason was he didn't want there to be a precedent like, oh, well, you spun it last time, so, you know, you'll do it again. He didn't want that to happen. So I understand his reasoning, but the issue is that his chat got upset at the wheel. They didn't like the result of the wheel. So these new and exciting rounds are not actually that exciting and new. They're just the same shit, just recycled over and over again.
okay. I got a question for you on that topic. Did the chat continue to play, or did they exit the game?
Some of us exited, some of us continued to play, because going off the other point that Alice made, I am not saying that no one likes Wham. I'm not saying it's like everyone thinks it's shit. I don't think that. I know a lot of people like it. I'm just saying that I think it's shit, and I want to expose it for being shit and try to explain why it's shit, and hopefully other people will realize why it's shit.
Okay. Alice, do you have any rebuttals to this?
She was fair with the points about the letters, but it was still different letters every time, which means it was different songs every time. So it was still new and fresh and exciting in that sense.
Disagree, but okay.
We got a comment from chat that says, from Time Lord, every time is just guess these songs, so yeah, repetitive. At least Gartic has modes that change things up. Okay. Muppet says, that's like saying red is different than blue. They're the same thing, but slightly different. Wayne Banks says, LOL, this is hilarious and awesome. A trial to determine how good or bad a game is. Yes, we did Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter earlier tonight. We did Hot versus Cold Weather. We did Z versus Z. What other episodes have we done, guys? Mel, you said that you disagreed with what Alice just said. Do you want to add on that?
What Muppet said. It's like saying red is different than blue. They're both the same thing, just slightly different. Like, yeah, they're a little bit different, but it's basically the same premise every time, and it gets really old really fast.
Okay. You would have loved the Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat one? Yes, that was a very good one. That was a very good one. Alice, I got a question for you. Can you sit there and play, say, 6, 7, or 8 hours in a row of WAM in one sitting?
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Okay. You want to build on that?
The thing is, it's different rounds every time, so it's chances to put different songs in, and then when we get new people joining the games, we get to discover different types of music. So I know for a fact that Shane himself has found new music through the game, so it's amazing in that sense because we discover new artists, different songs, different things we can add to playlists. It's not just the game, it's bringing people together in that sense as well.
Switchy, you changed your name. Hello, Switchy. Welcome to the Court of Manburning. This is our Judge event. This was a sub goal that we got for passing 5,000 followers. This was one of the events that we got. Was a real live interactive judge argument with the community. So welcome in. Take a seat. You're more than welcome to ask questions at any time. Mel, back to you.
I would like to say that I think it's a good idea to bring WAM back to its bare bones as a game. Without all of these creative ideas and creative round ideas, WAM itself, just putting in a rando song and listening to it and having to play it that way is not a fun thing to do because you have to sit there and listen to songs that you probably don't like, you probably don't want to hear, and it gets very boring very quickly. So streamers and creators have had to come up with all these inventive ideas to make it more fun because it is not fun on its own.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did I hear you start off the conversation or the statement by saying all these new fun things are not fun? Maybe that was just me mishearing you.
Probably, I don't know.
I thought you started your statement with all these new fun things. Let's just go back to playing WAM the regular way, but then you continued to say that the regular way was boring and not fun. I could have heard you wrong though.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I said that. I don't know. Sorry, I don't remember.
You love the Easter Bunny ears.
What I'm trying to say is creators have had to come up with new creative ideas to enhance WAM because on its own, WAM is not a fun game.
That I'm neutral. I cannot respond to that comment. Let's see. We got a very important comment from the jury. Pay the Fee is calling another jury member a cunt. Can we get some security over here? Can we get some security over here? There seems to be a little bit of a fight in the jury here. Let's reprimand them here. Alice, back to you. That's just pay the fee. He's just unhinged. He's just acting as pay the fee usually does.
This is normal for him.
It's good. It's all good, guys. It's all good. It's just pay the fee. Alice, what do you have to say about the creative WAM argument of how like the normal WAM is just boring and creators need to come up with new and fun ways to play it to keep the game interesting?
Okay, but you could say the same about any game in that sense. Like with Crash Word, they've had to come up with new versions of Crash Words to keep it interesting. They've had to come up with different types of Gartic to keep it interesting. You could say the same about any game, realistically.
Wouldn't you just associate that with DLC, though? Another campaign onto it? Because every game gets DLC, so wouldn't you argue that a normal game doesn't need DLC and you can just be happy playing the normal version of the game? Or would you want your favorite game to still get DLC?
Well, you'd want them to get DLC to keep it fresh and interesting and exciting. Like, most games nowadays have DLC.
I'd like to add on to that. Whatsamusic does actually have a DLC playlist mode that got added recently. Well, not recently, quite a while ago. I don't see anyone play it. No one seems to really like it. Like, they put it on if they have to, like if they just need to go and get a snack or something and, you know, keep stream entertained while they're gone. But it is not the default. It is not what people really gravitate towards. It's not a very good add-on, in my opinion.
Okay. Mel, is there any aspect of Whatsamusic that you do like at all? Whether it be anything that a creator has come up with to spice it up, an add-on, a DLC, or just any aspect of the normal game. Is there anything of it of the normal game that you like at all?
There are some themed rounds that I find okay. Like, it's not the best thing in the world, but they're okay. Like the judging rounds, I find that fun because I like to judge. I like to judge songs. Friendship rounds are okay. Like, if I don't know the person, it's really hard to determine what to do for them, so I don't really like participating much in that. Some of the rounds that Shane has done are kind of okay, but nothing is like amazing. Nothing really like if I don't like I'm never like I have to join this. You know what I mean? Like I'm never just like jumping in like yes, I need to be in this. Like I've never had that urge ever.
What game would get you to be like to have that urge? I have to jump into this.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like a lot of games maybe had that feeling for me in the beginning. Like Jackbox, for example. When I first started playing Jackbox, I loved it. I wanted to play it all the time. It got boring after a while. WAM's kind of the same. When I first found WAM, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I jumped in. I played it. And then it got boring over time. There are some games, like just normal single-player video games that I enjoy and I like jumping into, like Stardew Valley, for example. I love that game. The game I'm playing on stream right now, The Wolf Among Us, that's an amazing game. Like, I don't know. It's hard with community games because a lot of them are very repetitive and they get boring over time.
Okay. Let's go back to Alice. So you said earlier that you could just sit there and play regular WAM without the special add-ons for hours on end.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't get boring at all to you?
No, because I really enjoy music and I really enjoy hearing all the different types of music and songs that people come up with. So it doesn't get boring to me.
Okay. Do you have anything else you'd like to add on to what Mel just said there?
She was saying that community games can get boring, but I think it depends who you play with, because obviously with streams, we're always getting new people in. We're always finding different opinions on the games and different ways that people play the games. So it depends on who you're playing with, because new people can keep it interesting.
So you say it depends who you play with. I got a question for you. Do you feel like there's a certain number of people in the game that is like a sweet spot to have the game to work, or can you play it with anybody? Would you sit there and play it with one other player if there's just two people in the lobby?
Yes.
You would.
It doesn't matter how many players to me. It's like the quality of the players, as long as they're like taking it seriously and stuff. But especially with Whatsamusic, there's so many different genres of music and stuff out there that people listen to, so it's cool to discover new and different ones depending on who you play with.
We have a question not pertaining to the episode tonight from Wang Bang. He would like to know what the tag pausing for 20 minutes means. If you've ever been to the manburning show in the middle of any game, whether it be Whatsamusic, Jackbox, Retro, Gartic, we have problems here because we don't take our medication, and we like to pause the game for 20 minutes and dance and go on tangents and sing and throw shit around and show cats and pet dogs and drink beers. And some people don't like this. They get very upset with this. But yeah, that's why that tag is there. Let's continue our episode.
Basically, MB gets distracted easily.
Mel, back to you.
I sadly can't bring actual evidence into the court because MB doesn't like to upload his VODs of Whatsamusic because of the copyright, which is also another reason why WAM is annoying. Because
my question, though, to that would be, if I did upload my VODs, what evidence would you have brought to the court?
I would have clipped instances of you saying, "Oh, I'm sick of WAM. WAM is really starting to get on my nerves. Oh, I'm so sick of WAM. It's so annoying." Like, you've said it multiple times.
That is true, but I have a rebuttal for that. I have a question. When have I not said that about any game I've played on this stream?
True. That is true, yes. But
Okay.
leading on from that, I would also like to say that the fact that as a streamer, you can't upload like VODs of WAM because of copyright is another reason why it's not the best, because it's supposed to be for streamers. A streamer created it. It's supposed to be a game for streamers, but yet people will get copyright striked if they post the VOD of it.
That's a good point. What do you have to say about that, Alice?
Well, not everyone.
So,
has to do-
Alice, just to build on that comment, like, let's say you miss your favorite streamer's stream. I don't know if you would personally sit there and watch a WAM VOD, but let's say you have a streamer that's like your best friend in the world, and you never want to miss their stream ever, and they're exclusively just a WAM streamer. Would you, and that streamer didn't post their VOD because it was music related, would you be sad because you never got to watch that stream? You weren't there live for that stream. So would you be sad that you never got to watch that stream because it wasn't posted?
Yes,
Yes?
I would.
Okay. So do you, you can build on what Mel said there if you want.
Well, I understand about copyright and stuff, but surely there are ways around it. Like, surely there are, certain bits you can clip or certain bits you can put together that wouldn't go against it because it's only a certain amount of the song. Like, if a streamer's made it, surely a streamer has made it so it's stream friendly and doesn't go against any copyright laws or anything.
That's not necessarily because I've gotten muted on my WAM VODs multiple times. I'm not willing to take that risk because this is how I make my money. I am a full-time content creator. So if I got a strike on my channel over WAM, and I got like banned for a week or something, that would harm me more than good. Mel, what do you want to say?
I was just going to say, yeah, I'm solely basing this off of MB specifically. I know that he doesn't post his VODs because of the copyright. I'm not sure what other streamers do. I don't really know. Like, Fee's saying that Bernie does it, but like MB says, this is his living and he can't risk it. And a lot of people might want to watch those VODs and they can't because of this.
Yeah, I know other streamers that will not post their VODs based on like copyright music. It's such a gray area. I mean, some people say it doesn't matter. Some people say Twitch doesn't give a shit anymore. And I mean, I feel like we've gotten a little bit more lax on this channel. Back in the day, for anyone that's been here for 3.5, 4 years, which probably isn't a lot of people right now in this chat. But if you were here back in the day, I wouldn't even let a single noise from any other sound or movie be shown on this channel in fear of it getting shut down. We've laxed that rule a lot since then. We've even gone on to play actual music in playlists while we're in the middle of playing games. And some of those VODs I've kept running. I've just wanted to dance with the devil, so to say, to see what would happen. I have not gotten a strike, but yeah, with that said, okay. Moose Knuckles, welcome to the show. Great to see you, buddy. How you doing? Really good to see ya. You're gonna poke the sleeping bear, says Goose. I just like to throw something in. Muppet Man wants to throw something in. Because you can't post a VOD has nothing to do with whether the game is good or not. That is true. That is true.
I disagree.
Mel disagrees. So let's hear what you have to say about that.
Because the game is for streamers. That is the purpose of the game. That is why the game was created. And the fact that you can't post a VOD of that game as a streamer makes it not that good of a game. It's not a streamer-friendly game. Like, you can post videos of Jackbox all the time. Like, that's fine because it's a streamer game. WAM is supposed to be a streamer game. If you can't post VODs, that loses chances of potential views, potential money, potential income that you would get as a streamer. So, yeah, that does play a part in this.
Muppet says, one of my best friends, Epic Tiffy, for her Whatsamusic streams, mutes her desktop for the VODs So the VODs can remain up, which with not any of the copyrighted music. That's what.
So you're just watching a muted stream. You're just watching a stream of someone talking with no music. That's fun.
I'm supposed to be biased here, but I do want to chip in. It's not Fun Muppet Man because User Friendly's Olympic stream got muted that way. He had music playing and he took it out and his voice got taken out with it. So I went back to watch the VOD of the Olympics and it was no talking. It was just the gameplay. And I wanted to hear users' commentary. I didn't want to see the games. I wanted to hear the commentary. What's up, Lorena? How you doing? Welcome in. We are arguing right now. Whatsamusic, is it a good game or a bad game? If at any point, if the defendant or the prosecutor would like to call a witness to the stage, we've got a lot of Wham lovers in the chat right now. So if anybody would like to come and fight, but there's also some Wham haters as well. So Mel, you're not alone.
Muppet, but it's not like he's going to come in VC, is he?
That's true. Muppet will not come in VC, but maybe Spider Queen will. If Spider Queen's still around, Spider Queen cannot stand the game. So, Spider, if you're still around, you want to help your girl out?
Yeah, but are you going to talk, Muppet?
I'm in the voice chat.
That should be a case on its own. Why won't Muppet talk? That
should have been we should have taken Muppet to court for why he will not speak in the VC. Yes.
Well, I don't know chat very well, so I don't know who would come fight.
Do you two ladies have any questions for each other? Let's put that. Like, Alice, do you have any questions for Mel?
No.
No? Mel, do you have any questions for Alice?
I am a little confused because I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've heard you complain about Wham in the past. You've complained about certain themes, you complain about certain streams of Wham. Like, I'm pretty sure you've done that. Maybe I'm incorrect, but in my knowledge, I'm pretty sure you've done that at least once.
Yes, I have.
But you told MB that you love Wham and it's the best game ever and you play it all the time. You'd play it for 8 hours and you love it all the time. So it's a little bit misleading.
Are you a paid actor right now?
No.
Who paid you? Who threw some money under the table? Was it Conrad? I'm on to you, Conrad. Bet you it was Mel.
Yeah, it seems like you're misleading the jury with your statements.
No, I have complained about certain themes in the past, but overall, I think it's a good game, and that's what we're fighting about here.
Mel, have you never liked Wham at all? So
no, like I said,
just to kind of throw the question back at you, Alice has talking shit about it before.
No, I openly said in my case that I used to like Wham when it first came out. I said that.
Yeah.
I was a fan. Like, it wasn't my favorite game in the world, but I was a fan. I played it. I enjoyed it. But over time, it got very boring very quickly, and I started to hate it.
You're gonna go take a shower. You're gonna sponge bath yourself right here in the courtroom. Security, can you get this man out of here? Can you get this Wang Bang 69 out of here? He might be doing some 69 in the middle of the room, guys.
Oh, God.
This episode has gone off the rails, hasn't it? Wizard says, doesn't that mean it's a good game she got bored of and that it's not a bad game?
Well, I mean, like, good games shouldn't get boring that quickly, you know? A good game, like, I have a lot of games that I consider my favorite games, and I would go back and play them multiple times. I would never get sick of them. They are amazing games. Wham got boring quite quickly for me over, like, maybe 2 months. After 2 months, I was done with it. So if it is a good game, why am I getting bored so quickly?
To play devil's advocate, what are your feelings about Jackbox?
That is another game that I got sick of very quickly.
Right. It's just, you do the same thing over and over again in a game. You're going to get bored of the game regardless of what it is. Is that not true?
Well, no, there's some games that I play constantly, and I love them, and I play them all the time.
Lorena says it's only boring if you play it with boring people. Have you guys been playing it with boring people? Alice, have you been playing it with boring people?
Mm-hmm.
Mel, do you play it with boring people?
I don't agree with that statement. I don't think that's true. Some people who play it are really fun. Like Shane's stream, he always tries to make it fun. I don't find it fun, but he tries to make it fun. He is a fun person. The people in his community are fun people. MB's community is fun. He tries to make it fun with his judge rounds and stuff. But I don't think the people matter in this. It's the game.
Alice, do the people matter?
I think so, because the people that I'm playing the game, so...
I didn't mean it like that. Oh my god. Didn't mean it like that. MB, why did you...
So Alice, I have a question for you then. If they implemented a single player mode, would you sit there and play it by yourself?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
Okay. And you're no longer getting the human aspect of being able to share music though with somebody. Would that wouldn't matter to you?
No, because it's the game of being able to listen to the music that I enjoy more than anything. And just because Mel has got bored of a game, it doesn't mean that it's a bad game.
Just that I've gotten bored of it. It's all of the points that I brought up previously. It's not just about it being boring. It's about the VODs. It's about the streamers even getting sick of it. It's about the themes, like how it has to be made to be more creative because people are sick of the normal WAM game. And you also said before that you loved the community aspect of it, and now you're saying you play it by yourself. So you're basically just going to be sitting there listening to a Spotify playlist of your own creation. Why not just go on Spotify and do that?
Can we get a poll for Goose President that asks the chat, can you take a shower in the courtroom, yes or no? That's a very important question here. I'm gonna open up the jury here. If you guys have any questions for the two of them. You can direct your question either at one or the other or just in general. Jury. Do you guys have any questions? Anyone at all have any questions for any of the prosecution or defendant? Muppet Man says, I'd like to say something now. Wednesday stream, we did WAM. We waited for an hour and a half and no one joined. Mel, what do you have to say about that?
I wasn't there for that, but the fact that nobody joined your stream and you always say that you have such a big WAM community who love WAM and they always come for your streams and no one joined, like no one at all. I'm assuming a few people would have joined, but enough for you to be like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore, let's move on.
Well, you know, my rules, and this goes against Alice, my rules are, if there's 7 or less in the lobby, I ain't playing it. Alice, question for you. Let's say you went into a stream, like mine, that will not start the game with a certain number of players. How long would you sit there and wait in the lobby for? Would you be okay sitting there for an hour while waiting for players, or what would you do?
I'd happily wait, but with Muppet Man's point, that was one stream. That doesn't say everything about every other stream that you guys played on.
We got a dog here, guys, that is being very doggy right now.
Sorry, Alice, but I really don't think you would wait an hour to play WAM. I think you would go off and you would do other things and then come back maybe and see if it's running. I don't think you would wait a whole hour just sitting there doing nothing. Okay,
Duber says if you start with less players, you have it. Is this English? Can we get the English Judge Judy sound alert? If you start with less players, if I have to then move, then more will join when they say you playing. I have to read this again. Pardon me, guys.
If you start with less players, then more people will join if they see that you're playing it, is what they're saying.
You start with less players. If I have to, then more will join when they see you playing. Okay. Give Doggy a treat. What should he have? Should he have hammer? Hammer to the back? Boom, boom, boom. Duber is correct. You just started, MB. Lorena says, I'm a big supporter of WAM. I will go to all different streams to play and support. I have regular WAM streamers I go to, but when they aren't on and I want my WAM, I go looking for other streams to play it on. Muppet says, question for the dog. Do you apologize for the accusations against you last night between yourself and Rupert? What do you have to say to that? Did you get your answer, Muppet Man? Is my mic still on? You're satisfied? Mel, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes if I move the mic, it goes out, so I just had to make sure that. So, I just got back, though. What was Mel's argument on it sucks?
Going through it all again? My God.
Yeah, we're not going through it again. We're going to move on to our final case. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap up. So, chat, if you have any questions now, ask your question to the defendant and the prosecution right now. If you have any, sir, I don't know what you're doing here. I got to get off. You got to get off the set. He gives no fucks, guys. Look at this. Look, this is the face of someone that gives no fucks right now. Look. Do you give fucks? I didn't think you gave fucks, did you? These cases are getting longer and longer, LOL. Thankfully, there's only one left, and then we can go to bed and never come back again. If we can't shower in the courtroom, animals aren't allowed either. Exactly, get out! Get out! Animals are not allowed in the courtroom. What kind of episode is this? GTFO! 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 Sophie's got to get on the case next. This is good. This next one's going to be good, guys. Don't go anywhere. Sophie versus Blue. This one's going to be amazing. I'm really getting in the next one. All right. Closing statements. Mel, would you like to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think WAM at its core, the fact that themes and creative ideas have to be used in order for it to be a more interesting game makes it not a great game. Short and sweet.
And Alice, do you have any final statements you would like to say?
Just to say that the whole point of WAM was to be made for streamers and it's a community thing and it does that job very well. So that makes it a good game all in all.
We'll cut to commercial. Hey kids, do you like Cockbox? I don't. But guess what? If you play Cockbox, you can win a gold medal, courtesy of User Friendly. Call now. 1-800-555-JackboxSucks. I repeat, call now. 1-800-555-JackboxSucks, and you too can be the next contestant in the user-friendly Jackbox Olympics. Coming to you this summer, ladies and gentlemen. This is my very own gold medal. This shows you how much I like Jackbox. I love it so much. Call now, and you can be the next contestant. Back to the show! Okay, well, the verdict is here. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say this to you. Dun dun dun! The chat has spoken. The chat has spoken, ladies and gentlemen. Boom! Alice, I like Whatsamusic, is the winner. We got 5 votes. So, case closed. Whatsamusic is a good game. Mel, your punishment is you have to play Whatsamusic for the rest of your life.
Yeah, no.
Nothing but Whatsamusic on the Mel stream for as long as you're a streamer. Nothing else.
I'm good.
Take her off to jail. She refuses her community service. Take her off to jail.